What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Yellowstone Season 2, Episode number 3. And we're coming off of a really brutal Rip episode.
Yeah.
When this show started and we were like a few episodes in, I never thought that Rip would become this character that would get such a massive story and be essentially a focal point of the story.
Right.
Because that's where we are right now. And he's been in charge. He's been running the bunkhouse, but the person in charge lives in a separate house because you can't be in charge of the group while you live in the bunkhouse, which makes sense. You can't be living directly with the people that you're trying to lead and be in charge of. And it's just this whole situation with him and like learning about why he is the way that he is and the connection that he has with John in the Yellowstone. And Casey needed something because he's back as well. So John decided to say, Casey, you're now going to take Rip's spot and you're going to go do that job. And Rip's got to go live in the bunkhouse now, which that feels like a massive demotion, not going to lie.
Yeah.
And so obviously we've seen Rip and Casey have this in the past. And I think a lot of it, we might have talked about this a little bit in the last episode. I feel like a lot of it has to do with he is more committed to these kids' father than
these kids.
Yeah. Like he has a tighter connection and dedication to John than his children do. With the exception of probably Lee, who unfortunately we lost him in episode 1. That was the vibe there because he had the badge and he was doing the job and all that stuff. And it just felt like John and Lee had that connection that he didn't have with any of the other children because obviously Jamie's off in politics. Beth is, I mean, he has a really good relationship with Beth because Beth is sweet with him.
But like all these kids are damaged. They all have issues.
And it's all daddy's fault, essentially, is what it feels like. Well, they all blame it on him. And I mean, at least Beth does.
I know, but like there's a whole lot of tension and issues with Casey and John. So, like, I mean, you know, Casey not wanting what John wants and wants to leave and be with his family on the reservation. And, like, there's so many, like,
the Yellowstone's Yellowstone was never his priority.
Right.
Which is probably why they have that complicated relationship.
Well, not everybody wants to follow in Daddy's footsteps,
right.
like, when it comes to the family business.
Yeah, but Rip, I mean, clearly he's dedicated. He cares about the Yellowstone. He cares about John because he has a level of gratefulness for what happened and them bringing them in and taking care of him.
That's his family.
Exactly. And that line that he told Beth, regardless if you guys look at me this way, you're my family. I'm not going anywhere. That hits really hard. Yeah. That's one of those moments where it's like, damn, from his perspective, that sucks to have that kind of feeling to where it's like, I'm giving everything to y'all, but you're not giving it back to me the same way.
But I love you anyways.
Right. Like, everyone needs a Rip in their life.
Honestly.
Basically, that's the moral of the story.
Talk about ride or die. Shit.
I mean, so insane. Mm-hmm. So Rip and Casey had to throw down. It was basically a rite of passage to be like, okay, you're the one now. You're in charge. He's got to be in that position. And then he hit him with the line, if anyone's going to fight, you're going to fight me, which we heard Rip say earlier in the show. So that whole dynamic and storyline, we'll see where Rip goes. And his storyline makes me nervous because of how much focus it's getting and just the idea that, like, I'm worried that he's never going to get the validation from John. Yeah. The, like, I love you too, Rip kind of thing.
And I appreciate everything you've done. And, you know, here's a house and $1 million.
Right. Basically. I feel like if you feel like there's going to be a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention is like my current mindset to the whole thing. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how he handles this new role, how he handles Casey in his role, and we'll see where Casey goes with everything that he's dealing with, because the episode ended in kind of a shocking reunion, you could call it, I guess, where John is getting rehab on his situation that he has, and he's gonna be okay. It sounds like it feels like he's gonna get full recovery.
So freaking stubborn.
Oh, he's so stubborn. But like, he's got to go do some swimming activities, and he just refuses, and then just decides to go underwater and just swim. And Monica's there as well, the same facility, getting the same type of rehab, and he bumps into her, and Casey's there, and Tate sees Casey's like, "Daddy," and it's like, oh shit. This doesn't feel like it's a good situation because it's obviously not an ideal way to try to patch up whatever issues you got going on.
No, they haven't seen each other in a while.
And the surprise is not a good one.
Yeah.
So Monica is obviously working back to getting all of her functions back to where they should be. She took a job at the university. She had her first class. She had a punk ass kid that she had to put in his place. So
schooled him.
She said that she was I think she said horrified about the first day, but she handled it well. So again,
I think she was terrified.
Is that the word?
Yeah.
Terrified,
horrified would be a lot different.
Kind of the same thing to me. Horrified, terrified. Those are both, similar. But she's got all that going on. So obviously they all have new roles that they're playing in their job lives, but also dealing with so much stuff personally. There's a lot always going on. It feels like there's a lot of drama on the Yellowstone and everything else. They still have all those external situations coming in and causing probably a massive headache for all of them. Beth is on her job trying to buy up all the property and went and bought some really nice cabin with a really nice piece of land.
It's a Pelican Ranch.
Gave dude an option hey, name your price.
Well, that's messed up though.
He did, and she wrote the check.
$9 million. I was like, oh,
done.
Is that easy?
Yeah.
I have a property for you.
Yeah.
But that's messed up. That real estate agent, you suck.
Oh.
How do you sleep at night?
I mean,
probably very nicely in his silk sheets.
Probably big house.
Fucker.
Yeah. But just the way Beth showed up, and anytime you give someone a number and they don't counter, you always got to be feeling in your brain damn it, I could
have asked for more. No.
I could have gone higher.
No.
I mean, 9 mil. That dude's gonna be able to do a lot in Montana with 9 mil. So.
Or leave.
If he chooses
go back
to.
Home.
Yeah, I mean it's possible.
Well, not go back home, but go back to San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean obviously cost of living's a lot more in San Francisco than it is in Montana.
I think you do just fine with 9 mil.
You could figure it out, I think. But, I mean, regardless, there's a lot of shit going on per usual. This show does a really good job of cramming a lot of different storylines and a lot of very emotional storylines into their story. And we're only a couple episodes into season 2, and this already feels like it's been a banger so far.
Yep.
So we'll see where Rip goes. We'll see how Casey goes and how everyone else handles things.
Yes.
Ready for it?
Yep.
Let's go. We forgot to talk about Walker.
Yeah.
How he was on his way out, but John's like, you listen to me.
Yeah. Well, you listen to Casey.
Casey, yeah.
You want him past your 12?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Where do you want him?
Well, there's no hot wire around that river. We could leave him there a month or so, but then they might cross, and God knows where they'll go. Pasture 9, there's a creek and a fence all the way around it. We could leave him there till November.
Well, 9 it is.
You never wanted him in 12, did you?
Well, the whole world's a test, son. Don't ever let it trick you into thinking different.
Well, I was gonna help them push him out.
Oh, I'm sure. You're about to learn how little cowboy and ranchers actually get to do. It's the wranglers that have all the fun.
Like, that's not your job anymore.
Yeah, so we're just not going to talk about what happened yesterday?
Taking cows up to pasture 9. Go through the East Canyon, up the Fire Road. Any questions?
There's no gate along the fire road. We'd have to cut the fence.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll fix it. Push them across the river, and we can follow the creek.
Then we'd have to swim 100 cows across the river.
Cows can swim.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how to swim, man.
Do you know how to shut the fuck up? Get your asses out in that field and start moving them cows up the canyon like he told you. Go on.
See,
I don't like that.
it's not going to be a good dynamic if Rip needs to come in every time and validate what Casey's saying.
I know.
You ask them questions, Casey. Questions will never stop. You tell me what you need and I'll take care of it. They won't question me.
Well, you said they need to respect me.
You let me handle the wranglers and you'll have both. That's my job.
Are we getting along now? Or?
I think he gets it.
Get him out to pasture 9. You choose the way.
No, I don't choose the way. I make sure no one questions yours.
I think he just understands the situation. He's going to make the best of it.
And I appreciate that.
You were a hand long enough, you know who to talk to.
Just trying to do it different.
Different never works.
And then you got the old wise cowboy. Dude, that job seems like it's got to be rough.
Yeah.
I mean, last episode, they were building how many miles of fence?
I don't know.
I think he said 2 miles.
2 or 3 miles. Yeah.
I mean, that's nuts. That had to have taken
No one ever said the
forever.
Cowboys have it easy.
Yeah.
You got to be tough, mentally, physically.
I know they got to herd all these cattle to a different spot and break the fence and rebuild it, and it's a lot. But I definitely do appreciate Rip in that moment. Like, this dude is... I mean, he is a layered character with so many different things.
Yes, but honestly, he's gold.
Yeah, what would they do without him?
Nothing.
Dan, I was beginning to believe this day may never happen.
Montana's got under my skin.
It's a big day for both of us.
Dan investing in a new scarf company? Is that what's going on here?
The old ways of gambling with our future are over. Working together with new partnerships marks a new era for our nation and for all of Montana.
16 mil.
Damn.
That is a figurative and literal big check.
You're no longer running unopposed.
No matter how hard you work, I'll work harder. This campaign is just the beginning.
That's my announcement speech.
Yeah, your father's smart, I'll say that.
Oh, shit.
You're getting the crash course in politics today. Running for office and holding the office are two very different things. Holding the office requires honor, integrity, tempering every act with wisdom. Running for office requires none of those things.
Oh, shit.
Winning is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to run this girl through the ringer.
That's
And
unfortunate.
she's going to be...
Hello,
Oh, shit.
Attorney General Dutton.
You gotta be kidding me.
Welcome to really running for office.
Walk out that door and you lose, most certainly. Stay and you win. Convincingly.
As an independent, you have no party to fund your campaign. Cassidy Reed is a good choice. She just stole your platform. With this, you get funding and a new platform, one she can't steal.
Wow.
Politics, huh?
I want tribal issues to get the attention they deserve from your office. I want the same of her. That's not deceptive, Jamie. That's being a good politician. Isn't that what you want to be?
I'm gonna need some time to think.
It's going to push you, Jamie. This is your moment.
Yeah. Talk about
I mean, like...
really turning your back on your dad.
Like, do you want the job so bad that you're willing to get in bed with the dude who's trying to end your family's line in Montana? And... oh, shit. That's hardcore.
That is, I mean, there's one thing about like, I don't want to talk to you anymore to like fucking literally,
Yeah.
I don't want to be related anymore.
I need a fingerprint scan.
I got it. Place your fingers flat on that device.
Being an agent, you gotta go to the police academy first.
Oh.
We can drag that out for a bit, but you can't hold my office without the badge.
No, I don't want your office.
You can't have it for about 15 years. And it'll take you that long to earn everyone's trust. Understand, Casey, this office is how you protect the ranch, and every ranch like it. We're about to find out how big a role you play in this family, son.
Yes, Agent Hendon, Montana Livestock Association.
Authorization number?
Mike Tango Lima Alpha 139259. Dutton Casey John. Date of birth 4/24/90.
They're going to have like a friggin' laundry list of shit that he's responsible for.
Dutton, Casey, John. No priors, no outstanding.
Oh.
Thank you.
Miracles never cease.
They have his record wiped?
I don't know about this, Dad. There's just so many things that could go
Casey,
wrong.
whoa. You just let me worry about that.
I can't pass a polygraph test.
Well, you won't have to.
Well, what about a psych eval?
You won't have to take one of those either.
Gotta go.
Are they like pushing him through?
Right.
What makes you think you wouldn't pass a psych evaluation?
My whole life.
Oh. Issues.
I mean, that makes me go back to think about when they were talking about the medals on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And he made the comment, he's like, you don't want to know what I did to get that one. So he's obviously, even just his military past, he's probably been through so much stuff.
Which is unfortunate for the military.
And now just thinking about his family situation, you know? I mean, since we have met him, he's killed like 4 dudes.
Heard you were working for your father now, huh?
Yeah, well, I just...
Daddy!
Hey.
Rip my heart out. Just rip it.
I don't know how to do this, Monica. I don't know how to not be with you or not talk to you. You're my wife. You're my best friend. You're my only friend.
You're mine too, Casey.
something had to change, and instead of changing, you're working for your father.
Well, you told me to leave.
Yeah, everyone keeps telling you to leave, and you keep doing it. Fight for the life that you want.
You can't do that. You can't.
You asked me to leave, Monica. You wanted something different. You should have asked for something different.
I get both sides.
I know, but like literally things were so shitty, and she's like, "You need to leave." I'm gonna leave. You told me to leave. What do you want me to do? I don't read minds here.
But on the flip side, he did nothing to fight for his family.
I know, but
He just moved into the bunkhouse and just was like, I concede.
defeated.
Yeah. Because then it makes you think, like, do you want us? Because you didn't fight. You just, you know?
I know, but also.
But that's why I get both sides.
I told you to find another attorney general. Now I found one for you.
Put me in a position where now I have no choice but to fight you. Jamie was just such a convenient way to serve both our needs.
Anyone blows him, Linnell. The only thing that matters to him is approval. Once he's elected, we can't give him that anymore. Popularity controls him, and then you know the consequences of that. I'm gonna get him to step down.
And how are you gonna do that?
How I do it's not important. What matters is you don't fight me on this. It's your opponent I choose next.
And so the pack turns on itself.
Holy shit.
I guess that was inevitable.
You got in the middle of family.
Don't you dare wave that flag at me. We don't have families. We have employees we're related to.
Oh, shit.
Can you name the last time that you had a conversation with one of your children about how their day went or how they feel or what they dream of?
He tried to have that conversation with Beth at the table, but
She's like not into it.
Their mother died in front of them, Linnell. That's how every day goes for them. Don't have to ask my kids how it went. You don't have to ask yours either, do you?
No. Well, this isn't the way I thought life was going to turn out. I gotta tell you, John.
do you ever live the life you expect?
Well, it's worked out pretty much how I figured it would, except for the losing her part.
This is...
Oh, in the office.
It's like... This is so... This is so crazy.
Is he doing something that he shouldn't be doing? Is he rehabbed enough to be...
I'm more just concerned about
Thrusting?
like the conflict of interests that's happening here.
Yes, that...
Is he trying to manipulate her?
That's what I'm thinking, but also, does he know all the bullshit that she's doing right now?
John, you know what? I'm sorry.
He doesn't know that she's trying to get his son in bed with Thomas.
Right.
Do you think you'll ever fall in love again?
No.
Ouch.
Me neither.
Oh, okay.
That's supposed to be the only thing you live for.
And then you have children. Living for yourself part's all over.
Ain't that the truth?
I just miss him. You would think that after 10 years, that would fade.
Well, I guess that's how you know it was true love, honey.
This is a sweet moment for two people who live ruthless ass lives.
Right.
Everything they do is just ruthless. It's so rare that they get to have a moment of just chill.
I wish you hadn't let Casey win.
Says I did. What would I have won, Beth?
I wish you had beaten his ass so bad that he left and never came back.
Wow.
Would have been the best thing for him, and you.
Do you think this bothers me? It's a highlight of my day. Glad to have his chore back.
This is exactly what you were doing the first time I saw you. Right here, too.
Aww.
The more things change.
If
Or they
Casey's
stay
in
the
charge,
same.
things are only gonna get worse. There are other wrenches, Rip.
Not for me, there ain't.
She's trying to like
That's what
save him.
loyalty's giving you, huh?
I know.
Yeah, it's awful, ain't it?
He's so content now, it feels like. Like
That's
he's come to
okay.
like...
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's what's in the paper. She's moving fast.
The issue is Chevron already secured the land.
Well, have they broken ground yet, Mark?
My understanding is there's an agreement.
This dude's got a lot of animals in his office. Jesus.
A casino.
A 400-room hotel 30 minutes from the national park. Who the fuck is Dan Jenkins?
My what the fuck wrinkles are real deep right now. Who are these fuckers?
They look roughed up.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. Sleep it. Just sleep. Look at this. Jimmy.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Blake.
Where the fuck you been?
Just working. I work at the Yellowstone.
Can't ride no fucking horse.
Can now.
Good. You can pay me the money you owe me, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Better yet, you can go on a little shopping spree for me. You don't need a list. You know exactly what to get. Nice hat.
So are they making meth or? Don't do it, Jimmy. Don't do it. Good boy. Sorry, that made it sound like, you know, good thing.
Go back inside.
Fuck you.
Jimmy, go back inside.
Oh, shit. What is that, a bag of?
Clips, for the fencing.
We gotta go. Drive.
Oh, shit.
Get out of here.
Drive!
Oh, shit.
What the fuck? Go.
Is that bear spray?
Holy shit.
He's fucking dead.
Oh, no.
Jumping Jesus, what the hell?
A can of bear spray went off by accident.
You ain't got sense enough to pour warm piss out of your boot.
Like, I know that's an insult, I just don't understand.
Don't stop scrubbing until the smell's gone.
Like, I'm aware of the insult, I just... Why is there piss in my boot?
You're so dumb. It's almost attractive.
Wait, really?
Ah, Jimmy.
I mean, honestly, I don't get the insult either. I shouldn't get the insult.
Well, I mean, you don't have enough sense to pour the pee out of your whatever.
What, does that mean you just put your foot in the boot?
I
with
guess.
Warm piss in it?
I
You're
guess.
just dumb?
I guess.
Wow. Needs to be at least 10 times bigger.
What is this? A school for ants?
That is interesting. You're making quite the splash in Montana, aren't you?
Oh my God, babe.
Now that's
That was
smart.
good.
Making the casino separate from the hotel. Are these houses?
Yeah.
A planned second home community with its own hotel and casino. Now that is smart. Utterly classless. But smart.
You must be the guy.
What guy would that be?
The guy that fucked with John Dutton.
Uh-oh.
I understand learning not to do that was a painful lesson.
So you're friends with John Dutton, huh?
We know of him.
Oh, we've never met him.
You see, thriving in Montana is all about staying in your lane. We don't go in his, and he's never been in ours, but you have.
Uh-oh.
How did I do that?
Partnering with an Indian tribe, opening an off-reservation casino.
Oh, but it won't be off reservation for long. Annexing this land into the res is the first thing that he's going to do.
I assume he purchased the land instead of leasing, and I assume he's paying you with profits. Well, any money you've received was an advance on construction, which he will want back as soon as he nullifies your agreement.
That's what we'd do if we were trying to steal from you.
Rocky Mountain Gas and Casino. That's owned by the Beck brothers. I'm assuming that that's you. I'm just guessing that you don't like competition. Well, let me tell you something, you redneck fucks!
Oh, shit.
I'm so tired of you bullies with your bolo ties and Lucchese boots. If you've got a problem, file. Take me to court. Take the Pepsi challenge with your backwoods lawyer any day of the fucking week.
You know, in addition to running Rocky Mountain, my brother is also the head of the Montana Liquor Board.
Oh.
You recall applying for your liquor license through us?
I will be revoking that tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
I will never issue one for this new venture.
And that is just the beginning of how we're gonna fuck with you.
I suggest you find a way to extricate yourself from this deal.
And make a new deal with us. We'd love to build a casino here.
You've got lots to think about.
The fuck? I mean, honestly, you know how much money is in liquor? And you can't
Well, you can't
sell
have a
it?
casino without, yeah.
Oh my God.
Fucking place.
You need to just get the fuck out of here.
Play dirty. Let's play fucking dirty!
You know how much time was spent on that fucking model?
It just continuously feels like a situation where he doesn't know what he's gotten himself into. Maybe he does now.
Thomas Rainwater is a good man.
He's an enemy. Defying my father to run is one thing. Running against him, financed by a man who has attacked our family, that's something else entirely. I don't think I can do it.
Like you said, goes to a certain level.
Yeah.
And this feels like it crosses the line for him.
You need to find your compass, because if where your campaign gets its funding has you all twisted in knots, just wait until you're in office. You don't know the meaning of compromise.
Need to go for a walk.
I mean, you could kiss her goodbye too if you don't follow through.
Oh, 100%. She's not sticking around for
She's
anything.
gone.
No.
So there's a nice little salad she made.
I'm hungry.
It's lunchtime.
Hello?
This will be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I need you to forget about how we feel about each other and remember one thing. We're family.
I love how people think that word entitles them to absolution from the people whose lives they ruin.
Damn, that's a good one.
We owe you nothing.
God damn it. I'm at... Can you please attempt to resemble something human? Listen to me and give me some fucking guidance here. I have a donor willing to fund my campaign.
Let me guess. He's Russian, wants you to do a Facebook blast.
This is my donor.
Jamie, you're not a politician. Politicians believe that they can manage people's lives better than they can. The best politicians are narcissists. The very best should probably be committed. You aren't that. Let's be honest, you don't know who the fuck you are. And you're looking for the world to tell you. You reek of desperation, and they can smell it. They will pull you, they will twist you, and they will tear you into tiny pieces. And our Father with you.
So what do I do?
You think about everyone else in your life but you, and you do what's best for them.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, when Beth gets serious and hits you with some truth, that shit
Like when
hits hard.
when she drops everything.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I won't.
Okay, we'll try and find the money from somewhere else.
I don't want to play this dirty.
You've been playing this dirty your entire career.
I have reacted to the situations before me. I didn't initiate them, and I certainly didn't do any of it for me. To beat her, I have to attack him, because there is nothing about her to attack.
Yes.
I won't do that. I've made up my mind.
First hint of opposition and you just quit?
I don't think that this is just... I think this is way deeper than that.
Your sister was right. What a chicken heart.
I don't know.
I need you to leave.
The ultimatums never end, so if I quit, I don't get you.
If you quit, what do I get? What are you going to do, Jamie? Are you gonna open up a little law firm in town and drum up DUI cases? You're going to go home and work side by side with your suicide waiting to happen sister and your monster father. So go, tuck tail, get the fuck out of my apartment.
Dang. I mean, you saw that coming.
Yeah.
Jamie's back.
I withdrew from the race.
Beth, be nice.
You hungry?
And just like that, you're back in the good graces.
Where you been?
Oh, shit.
Beth, God damn it. Love her to death. Wouldn't change her. I'm sorry. Damn it, Beth. Damn it, Beth. God damn it.
I mean, at least 3 of the kids are, at the table.
Can we get Rip in there?
There's a bottle on the dresser bar, and it's empty.
Was that Rip?
Yeah, it's Rip. Stop
God
it.
damn you for leaving me.
I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine.
Man, this show's really good.
Fuck yeah.
They do an incredible job of just sucking the emotion out of these moments.
Honestly, I literally have teared up every fucking episode.
It's just I think the writing is incredible. I think the performances sell it. I think that's
God. I miss Kevin Costner.
I mean, that's what does it. I mean, he's so good.
He is.
And I mean, I don't think he's been in anything that I've never liked. I
mean, I don't know if he's personally problematic, but as an actor, he's doing a great job.
I mean, Field of Dreams is like one of my favorite things.
Oh, I know.
It's just such a great thing.
If you build it.
Yeah. He puts up such a wall to like the people around him that it's like you never really get to see him show. Like he's always just so cold and dry.
Yeah.
But then when he's like alone,
I know.
He has those moments
where he just lets it out.
And it's like, what was...
And like you could just see it like all over his body, just like...
Yeah. I feel like he was looking at Rip just now, and maybe this is just my hopeful heart speaking, thinking like, after walking away from his 3 kids and just the mayhem that even 2 seconds of interaction causes, walks outside and sees Rip putting in work. I wonder if he had some kind of realization that...
About
Rip being family, not just Rip being important or Rip being...
a tool.
Like, yeah, dedicated to him and the Yellowstone. Like, it's more than that with him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the whole Jamie thing, does that mean he didn't do that tell-all interview?
No, he did that.
He did that, but like that feels like that would have.
I know, like where is that gonna go? Where does that come up? Does he say like don't use that because I'm not running?
Yeah, I don't know where that, because what happened in this episode is what I was expecting when that popped up.
Right.
And I guess that wasn't the line for him. The line was working with and being supported by Thomas, who is someone who is attacking his family. It's one thing, you said it, it's one thing to just say, I don't want to see or talk to you anymore, but it's a whole nother thing to betray.
Well, talk about burning bridges.
Yeah.
You're burning the bridge,
even if you
feel the mountains.
Yeah, even if you feel betrayed by your family, partnering up with essentially your family's enemy is bigger than anything else. And I think he realized that and came to the realization, he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, well,
like he doesn't have the chops for it, first of all.
No.
It doesn't seem like, and I think that was the real talk that Beth hit him with, was like, look, politicians, they're a certain level, and the really, really great ones probably should be committed, was her quote.
Perfect.
And it's like, you aren't, like, it doesn't feel like Jamie's anywhere close to that. And just the idea that his whole career has been, and I mean, this is the way families work when you have a very successful father. It's like you get a lot of your work based off of him. And Jamie wouldn't be anywhere that he would be right now if it wasn't for John Dutton.
Right.
And that's the truth. Like, is he a smart, successful person? Probably. Could he do it without his dad? Yeah, somewhere else. But it's like everything that he has in terms of his success up to this point of his life is because of that.
Yeah.
And so it's just, again, is he capable? Yeah, I'm sure he's very capable to go be successful.
But he still has a conscience, which is good.
Yeah, and I think that's the story there. It's like you have Casey, who's just kind of doesn't give a shit right now about anything.
No, because he's like fully broken down. His wife, his child, and just his status in life.
And that conversation with Monica was brutal because, again, I understand both sides of it. One side's like, you told me to leave, I left. The other side's like, you didn't fight at all to like come back. So it's one of those things where I'm just doing what you asked me to do, But then it's like the secret message of like, no, that was really a message for you to fight.
I don't think, but
Which
she
is
was
always-
in such a fragile state after, being hit and like now, trying to like relearn herself. And I'm trying to not add to your bullshit.
Right.
So of course I'm going to leave.
And I'm the one
like,
who killed your brother. And
exactly.
like-
I'm not trying to make your life harder. And so like, that's me. I'm not trying to add more shit to your plate. If I can remove my issues from your plate, I will absolutely do so, and you'll never see me again.
Which is why I completely understand both of their mindsets. Because it's like, I can't read, and I think this is a very common relationship issue to where we can't read minds.
No.
You can't read mine, I can't
sometimes.
read, I mean, sometimes.
Sometimes.
But it's like, if you wanted me to fight to be with you, then don't just boot me out and say all this stuff that makes a whole lot of sense.
But you're different, though, because you'll fight regardless,
I
and
mean-
I'm like, God damn it, just leave me alone!
Yes, that is, I am way too stubborn. And
I'm like, no, I'm going to sleep now, and you're going to leave me alone, or I'm going to go sleep on the couch, you
Yeah.
son of a bitch!
I don't stop until, I mean, lesson number 1, we were told, don't go to bed angry at each other.
Go
And
to
it's
bed
like-
angry. It's fine. It's fine. He's going to sleep perfectly
I always sleep like a
anyways.
baby.
So
but
go to bed fucking
it's-
angry. It doesn't fucking matter.
When you've been through what the two of them have been through, it's all like, obviously I haven't killed any of your brothers. I'm not responsible for anyone else's murder. Like, I don't have a dad who's gonna put you in danger.
No.
And like,
Your parents are my parents.
yeah, like the whole situation is just, again, I fully understand both sides of it, because the fact that he even just left, but then went straight to go work for John, she's just like, what the fuck?
You
Like,
know, we need to start doing relationship segments
No, we
again,
definitely
because that
don't.
was really
no one needs our advice. But
No, but you can talk it out. Like we can
Yeah.
we can go through the am I the asshole?
I
Probably
just,
are.
Yeah, I think looking at their situation, they needed some time apart.
They did.
But on the flip side,
too much time.
on the flip side though, Casey going straight to go work for his dad
Yeah.
is a problem, obviously, for her. And just the fact that
But that makes sense.
He has shown zero initiative to try to like
Fix it.
Yeah. It's like the only
No,
time
no.
they've seen each other was at the pool
Yes.
or on accident.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Instead of trying to fix himself and do whatever, he just went back to status quo. Like, I'm just
Right.
going to go back then and just work.
Which also makes
'cause that's-
sense, because
I
what
get
else
it.
does he know at this point?
But
He's made,
also-
was he going to go to the military? He tried to run away to the military.
I know.
So it's just
I
like,
get it, because that's me too. Like, oh, you don't want me? Okay, I'll just go back to what I was doing.
yeah, it's just really like he's told us constantly that he doesn't have anything else, and to the point where he was literally going to enlist back into the military and go with his squad.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's
he didn't think
like-
he had any other option.
Right. So it's like dad, Monica, military.
That's all he knows.
That's that. And
But it's not her job to fix him.
right. It's not, but also to expect him to go do anything else is
It
kind
is
of
a lot.
silly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot there, and obviously Beth and just the way she behaves is just next level. And just,
But I like the way she just like shut it down. Like, listen, like she stopped being
Yeah.
shitty and was
it's
like,
2 episodes in a row now.
she stopped being shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first with Rip. I don't think she still grasps Rip. I don't think anybody's gonna. He's
Yeah.
very deep.
I don't know. We'll see. I
But-
hope John gets to a point where he embraces him.
Honestly, he needs a hug.
Yeah. I
But
hope
then
it gets
also
there.
just like, you know what? This is no longer about you. And I think that she was saying what we were saying. You want to burn a bridge or you want to burn the whole town?
Right. Basically. But I really like it when she removes all of her like bullshit
And,
and,
like,
just
funny
gets
stuff.
straight to the point.
Yeah.
She like removes like the insults and just whatever barrier she's got up, she brings it down and just gets straight to the like. I loved her conversation with Rip. I really liked her conversation with Jamie, because it feels like it's stuff that they need to hear.
Yeah.
And I mean, coming from her, you know it's going to be honest, because she doesn't bullshit at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we'll see where all that goes. Dan, this dude continues to get himself into trouble. I don't know what kind of limits he has, because now it feels like he's being pushed to the brink. Like, these two dudes show up and their introduction, holy shit. I mean, intense, knowing that like, oh, they see a friggin' mark on his neck. They know that he got in trouble with John Dutton, but they don't know John Dutton. They know of him. Yeah. It's like he stays out of our hair, we stay out of his. And it looks like you didn't. And now like they've got the liquor license, and he's trying to, like, that's revoked. Holy shit!
I would like somebody to say that about me. Oh, Nikki, I've never met her, but I know of her. Yeah.
Right.
That'd be fantastic. We just start spreading that one.
Yeah. You know of her.
You know of her.
The myth.
The legend.
The legend of Nikki.
Oh, God.
This show's wild. It's incredible.
I love
Very
it
well done.
so much.
I can't wait to get to the next episodes every time we stop. So,
yeah.
Really good stuff.
Yep.
Any other thoughts?
It's hot as shit in
here. It
here.
is summertime, so we're
Yeah.
getting that heat wave. So, you guys share all your thoughts. Leave those comments. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.